What is happening? Hope everyone is doing well. We have a Starbucks Grande Blonde Latte. So I want to chat about automate, delegate, remove. Today, I want to chat about mindset. Today, I want to chat about becoming a lifelong learner. Today, we are talking about sales processes. So we're going to entitle these live sessions Coffee with Cody. Hello and good day, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of Coffee Cody. It's been a little while since I've done one of these, and I just wanted to hop in here really quickly and just kind of chat about the three-step framework that I literally created yesterday. And I think that this three-step framework was guiding me. But I was on a coaching call with Brendan Burchard's team yesterday, and I do every week. I meet with them, just kind of like collect my thoughts, think about how I can do better in both my personal and professional life, and anyone that doesn't have a coach, highly recommend you hire a coach, both for business and for personal. It just helps put things into perspective. I find it helps ground me on a weekly basis. Every Monday afternoon, rather, I meet with my coach. And today I want to chat about the three-step framework that I created yesterday when making difficult decisions in life and business. And as we were kind of working through as I was working through my thoughts and collecting my thoughts about how do I actually make difficult decisions. I don't know about you, but for me, I I tend to make a lot of decisions from gut instinct, which I think is good. But I think that having frameworks can be the thing that can really help you internalize if something actually really makes sense or something doesn't make sense. And in both personal and professional life, I find I don't know about you, but we're constantly faced with decisions in our lives that are often difficult, whether it be business, whether it be personal, whether it be, for me, it was recently packing up my belongings and deciding to move for a little while, just be a digital nomad. That was a difficult decision. And if I would have had this framework then, I think it would have served me. So the first step of the framework is like really identifying your vision. Is like, does this difficult decision that you're making, does it align with your vision for the future? So I think you have to take one step back and really understand what your vision for the future is. But like when you're making a difficult decision in business, you're making a difficult decision in life, does that decision align with your vision? Does the difficult decision that you're making with somebody else, does it actually align with your vision? Is that person, so say for example it's another person that you're dealing with, and you're trying to make a difficult decision in your business, whether it be let an employee go, whether it be parting ways with somebody in your organization, the first question I ask myself is, are they aligned with my vision? Are they aligned with where we're going in the future? And that goes for your personal life. And like as I was working through with my coach yesterday about like what are the three-step framework, because I can find I just learn things better with 3 steps. But as I look at my vision for the future and where I want to go, does that align from a personal perspective? So, and it got me thinking a lot about like, how well have I articulated in my own life? Like, I think we do this as entrepreneurs, like for our business, but have you done this for your personal life? And as I look back, I'm like, okay, I really have it internalized, and I even have it externalized for my professional life, but do I have it and externalized for my personal life? And I think this is really, really important. I think the next element is your values. I think it's so important that you make difficult decisions from a value standpoint, because if you can make difficult decisions from a value standpoint, if somebody in your organization isn't living the values, it's one way that I find that makes difficult decisions not easier, but you feel more aligned with the decision if somebody's not living the values. It's like, when I go to make a decision, personally and professionally, I ask myself, like, does this decision that I'm making, does it align with my values? And B, if it's about somebody else in the organization, or about somebody in my personal life, it's like, do they align with my values? And I think that's an important second step to the framework, where it's like, ask yourself when you're making a decision, is like, does this align with my values? And if you haven't sat down and thought about what your values are, and I think I've done this more in my professional life, and I'm now doing this in my personal life, but like sit down and think about, what are my values? Like for us here at Studio PTPO, one of our values is over communication with clients and each other. So I would encourage you to really sit down and really reflect on, like, what are my personal values, what are my professional values, And I'll give you an example. Right now, like in my personal life, there are so many key things that I haven't really thought about too deeply. And as I was thinking about values and I thought about all the time I spent professionally really diving into, really what my professional values are, there were certain things like marriage and certain topics like that I just haven't thought about too much, or having kids. So, what are your values personally? I think really tackling those things allow you to make difficult decisions if you really start from a place of values. And the third thing that I would say is really behavior. And that's the third step of the framework, making difficult decisions, whether it be with employees, whether it be in your personal life. It's like, what is their behaviors look like? What are their habits look like? And I find that this three-step framework has just really helped me internalize when I'm trying to make a difficult decision in the organization. It's like, are they living the vision? Are they living the values? What does their behavior look like? Because their behavior reflects their overall performance. So I hope you got a lot of value out of that. It's just something, a three-step framework that has helped me really internalize making difficult decisions. Do I keep somebody? Do I, are they meant to stay with the organization? Am I meant to stay with somebody in my personal life? Am I meant to, I find that both personally and professionally, this three-step framework has really served me at a high level. So I hope it serves you. I thank you for tuning into another episode of Coffee with Cody. Hope you get a lot of value today, and we'll chat with you soon.